Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update, May 31st. Believe it or not, we're already closing out May. Hopefully, you've had a great week getting back at it. Short week after Memorial Day weekend. We're going to jump into all the great market stats and all the fantastic things going on here at Samson. So first of all, we'll jump into our market stats. So in the whole DC metropolitan area, we had 20,700 showings. Okay, so that's down 18% week over week. Now, it's always a fun one to look at, but remember we had Memorial Day weekend last weekend, so we had a lot of people. A lot of these are a little bit tainted. They're going to go down with showings and that kind of stuff. What was interesting was 18% less showings, but 11% more contracts than the week before. So the people that were out, they were serious. They wrote contracts, they got it done. 19% less, 20% less listings. That's normal. You know, unless you had to go on, you were going to wait for this weekend. Should see a huge uptick in listings this June 1st weekend, I'm sure. And then 5% less active listings at this point than a week ago. The key thing I want to point out here, guys, is because we talk about non-inventory, no inventory, no inventory. Look at that number, active listings, 6,338 in the whole DC metropolitan area. It's 29% more listings active than we had at this point last year. That's a big deal. Somebody asked me today, is that Samson stats because we get more? No, it's nothing with Samson. I know we gain agents. This is the whole DC metropolitan area. That means there's 30% more inventory in the market this year than last year. That means there are more options than we think. I know it feels tight. Just imagine how tight it felt last year. So we're going to see similar patterns in all the other breakdowns here. North Central Virginia, 18% less showings, 8% more contracts. That jives. Active listings, 10%, 9% more than last year at this time. All very similar things. Baltimore Metro down 19% showings, up 10.5% contracts. It's so interesting to me that all of them show the same thing, that a lot less showings, but more contracts. It's very, very interesting dynamic there. And then active listings, 22% more than at this point last year. Pretty flat week over week, which is normal because we didn't have a lot of stuff going on the market. 19% less showings in Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle. Fairly flat, 3% less contracts, which is like 6 contracts, not a big deal. And then at the bottom, there's 7% more inventory than we had at this point last year. So interesting stats. We'll see a huge jump in listings this week. A lot of people held it through the holiday weekend and they'll list them this week. Our top performers for last week, May 18th to 24th. So we've got for individuals in volume to start with, Christine Song. Great job, Christine. Rachel Smith. Karen Schiro, a newer one to Samson in 2024. Keith Min and Chris Lee. Great job to our top 5 performers in volume. Top 5 in transactions last year. Christine Song, the double number 1. Great week. Peter Samaan, Antonella Costa, Viktar Kutsevich, and Keith Min. So great job to you, top 5s for the week. Our top 5 teams, a lot of familiar names in here. In volume first, Jason Shepardek and Shepherd Homes Group, bringing it down. Great job, Jason and team. Carolyn Young Homes, great week as well. One South Realty Group in Richmond, crushing it as always. Perfect Choice, led by Candace Astroth in Fairfax, and then the One Street Company with my man Samer Koreshi. 5 great teams, a great week for them in volume. Transactions, very similar list, just a little bit different order. Shepherd Homes, number 1. One South, number 2. Carolyn Young, number 3. The One Street Company, number 4. And then Perfect Choice and Candace, number 5. Great teams, as always, here at Samson Properties. Special shout out to Casey, because I'm thinking about teams. Great coffee with Casey yesterday. Heard a lot of positive feedback. I'd encourage you to pop on and try to find that somewhere on the internet when you can. It was a great show. So June 19th, the sales reminder, we got our sales meeting. A couple weeks, that'll be our big sales meeting here. We'll try to have some good special guests, lots of great topics. We're going to have a lot of things to talk about as far as contract stuff coming up. So I know a lot of you guys saw that a couple things. Bright sent out there reminders, yes, or some of the things that are going to change with them. We'll talk more about that in the coming weeks as those changes get implemented. Also, NVAR officially sent out what their contracts are going to change to in July 1. We're going to have a lot of opportunities to learn about that. They sent some opportunities out in that email. We're also going to try to get them in studio here. A couple of lawyers from NVAR. I know that GCAR and MR and some of these other are going to come out with their contract changes here shortly. If you are out there, all our brokers will make sure to send them to me so I get updated on those. NVAR sends direct lines to me, but we want to make sure everybody's updated on all the different contract changes that may go into effect with some of these new rules. So we'll update you on all those things in the next couple weeks. Nothing's going to go into effect to at least July 1 at the earliest. Another big reminder, guys, First Up. If you haven't downloaded it yet, pause your weekend update right now. Go download it in the Google Store or the Apple Store right now. It's just an invaluable tool. We have almost 6,000 realtors. This lets us use the power of our 6,000 realtors to work for you. As a listing, you can sit at the listing table, say, look, you signed this listing agreement. I will put you in First Up right now. You're going to get exposed to 6,000 realtors today. We don't have to sell the house, but that extra exposure is invaluable. If you're working with a buyer and you're not finding everything you need, well, why do you want to work with me? Well, look, flip around your phone, show them, look, I got access to all these listings that are coming up in the next couple weeks and months because I'm a part of the biggest brokerage in the DMV. So huge benefit to being a part of our team. It only works if we download the app and put our listings and our buyers in it though. So awesome stuff. Make sure you download First Up. Remember, that's with a Y. If you have trouble getting in, email Sarah or Melissa Walsh. They will fix your contact information. Some things with the fee got hung up a little bit, so your email or your cell phone could be off there, but they can fix it for you. All right, Jared James, a part of this. Jared James is one of the partners of First Up, one of the best coaches out there. We've got his virtual coaching for free now for all of you guys. You get those every Monday. You can log in and watch all the old ones. Guys, even if you don't dig into all of his classes, do yourself a favor. Go follow him on Facebook and Instagram right now. He is preaching the real talk. I was watching his Instagram just today, walking in from my car all the way up the elevator before I started this weekend update, because he's dropping great stuff on everything going on in the industry. So Jared James is a great follow, and he's got great coaching for you. He's done a whole special the last couple weeks on how to get more listings, which I know everybody wants to do, right? Reminder that we are Zillow Showcase partners. We can get you a reduced cost. If you've got that great listing that you want to advertise extra, it's $500 a pop. You don't need a subscription. This normally runs $750 to $1,250 in our area, and you need a subscription. So great stuff. Go on the Cardinal Nest to find out more information about that. We are automatically uploading or enrolling your listings in Express Protection for your sellers. For every single time you put a listing in SkySlope, we're going to automatically get them with that seller home warranty. So great stuff. It's an added feature at Samson. No downside to it. You just get extra protection. You never have to use it. You don't have to buy it, but it gives that extra layer of protection that you can advertise. Just a reminder, we have our great property management company here, SPM at samsonproperties.net. Full page on the Cardinal Nest. You get a $250 referral if you send something over to them that they property manage. HQ to you guys, we just love these. This is my favorite day of every week, getting out to see everybody and see all the great education going on. We had a great day in Stafford on Wednesday. Next Wednesday we'll be in our Alexandria office. Beautiful place. Let's pack that with lots of people, lots of training. June 12th, Frederick office. Excited to get up to see you all again. And then June 27th, we're going to go down to the Main Street office in Richmond. To Main Street this time. Last time we did Libby Mill. Awesome trainings all day. June 19th, that weekend before, we'll have our sales meeting. So we're going to do something every week. Get to the trainings that are out near you. It will be worth it, I promise. We are launching a new thing in June. We're going to have a lot more lunch and learns. Except they're not just lunches now. We're doing breakfast. We're doing dinners. So it's a new campaign, Why Samson? If anybody out there is like, why are you with Samson? You know, I know that some of you guys can verbalize some of those things, but come to a meal. We will feed you. We will give you a great presentation. We now have 4 presenters. I'm going to be doing some, of course. Bethany Durham, Richard Bridges, and Bobby Samson will all be giving presentations. So we're excited about that. Starting with June 5th in International, I'll be there. We've got Frederick, we've got Richmond, Columbia, Winchester, Gaithersburg, Leesburg, Richmond. Again, those are all just in June. You know, so we're going to have 10 to 12 every month is our goal. Great opportunities to come have breakfast with us, lunch with us. JoinSamson.com. JoinSamson.com. Also, for those that are wondering, all these lunches that we've been having, we're pushing the times up to 11:30 to 1:30 on all these instead of 12:30 to 2:30 now. Be much more in that lunch block. A lot easier for people to get out and kind of do it and not take up most of their afternoon when we weren't getting done until 2:30 or 3. So we're going to move all those times up a little bit to more of a true lunch time. So just a note on all those that all changes starting next week, June 5th at International with me. So we're excited on that. Remember, you get recruiting bonuses, referral rewards if you bring them to a lunch and learn. We'll do the rest. Hopefully we can convince them to join our family, but we'll give you the rewards. Excited for this, July 20th. Circle this on your calendar. Samson Cares meal packing event. We're gonna pack 50,000 meals. 50,000 meals for families in need around our footprint. So you see that group of people on there that helped last time? We need double, triple that, guys. We need people to sign up. So circle that on your calendar right now. It's typically about a 10 to 12 a.m. commitment, maybe a little bit before. Make sure you're there on time. If you can't do Saturday morning, there's a setup typically Friday night. So circle Friday night on your calendar. We'll be sending out signups. But this is not only a great time to give back to the community around you, serve with our fellow Samson family, but bring in your own family. My kids have been to meal packing events 4, 5, 6 times in their lives, and it's a great, we're blessed with so many things, and to be able to give back and roll up your sleeves and pack meals for those families that could really use them is a true blessing. So hopefully everybody can join us out there on July 20th for that. All right, some great upcoming classes in education. Our video team, if you missed Top Producer Takeover in Bowie, Justin and Zach have been working hard, and these videos are now going up on topproducertakeover.com. We did the Great Women's Panel on the left there last time. We've got now Jason Chepardek leading the way, and the path to leading the way was the ladies on the left, and then the path to netting 7 figures in real estate, Jason Chepardek. Fantastic class. We're going to keep rolling these out. Go to topproducertakeover.com. Watch these classes. It is worth your time. I promise you. They were fantastic stuff. Some of the best classes and panels and things we've done here at Samson at these Top Producer Takeover events. Circle the date, October 18th. That'll be our fall Top Producer Takeover back in Springfield, Virginia. Great day of education. Monday, we got a KV Core workshop with Will Kilker. Hands-on, 1 to 2 o'clock in Chantilly Studio, in-person workshop. Bring your laptop and make sure you have your account set up before you come in. We don't want to spend the time setting up people's accounts. Dig in and start working on KV Core. The great Lynn Hamilton's going to bring her Jumpstart training to Lake Ridge. Tuesday, 10 to 3, Lake Ridge. You just have to be able to drive there, guys. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be your home office. I will promise you this. I promise you if you go to Jumpstart, you will walk out of that day reinvigorated with new things to jump into for your career. I promise. If things aren't going the way that you want, you only have yourself to blame. We give you opportunities here. June 4th, Jumpstart in Lake Ridge. June 5th, Alexandria at HQDU. Come to the classes. Dive in. We will help you get where you want to be. I promise. Another group coaching class, 10 to 11 o'clock with Samson Plus. We've got a great class on free virtual training with Lisa Wright on how to do open houses better. So Lisa's one of our great new coaches down in that Fredericksburg area. So open houses. My Uncle Casey used to say, Sunday's game day. Open houses is what it's all about. It's the free way to build relationships, build that database, get some reps. We all, look, if you're newer in the business or struggling to get going, I'm going to give you a little assurance. We all stunk at talking to people the first time we started doing it. It's not something that's just born in everybody, right? The first time you talked to somebody in real estate, you fumbled all over yourself. The second time, you were a little bit better. And the third time, you were a little bit better. You get good at it when you do hundreds and hundreds of reps. People walk into major leagues and hit home runs their first at bat. How do you get good at talking to people about real estate? You talk to people about real estate. So go to open houses, you get those reps. You might not get anything out of the first 2 or 3, but each time you're going to get more comfortable and more comfortable and more comfortable talking about real estate. So roll up your sleeves, do the work, it will pay off. Friday mornings, have your coffee with Aladdin, fast track commercial real estate training with Aladdin, learning that commercial stuff every Friday morning, 8:30. Summary of everything I missed. KV Core Workshop Monday, First Up training. Oh, I didn't talk about this. First Up training, Monday, 2 o'clock. It's pretty simple to use, but hop in there, do those virtual training. Friday, 2 o'clock. We'll make sure we're sending out emails about that as well. Print marketing class, 3 o'clock. Tuesday, we got the coaching class about open houses at 10. Jumpstart all day in Lake Ridge with Lynn. Sky Slope training in the afternoon. HQDU in Alexandria all day, 9 to 3 o'clock. Thursday, Lynn always does her Mastery Marketing class at 2:30 and her Q&A before that. So circle that in your calendar if you want to continue down that training. Fast track commercial training with Aladdin on Friday. Contract training this Friday will be G-Car in DC with Noble Davis as the focus trainer there. Weekly Friday financing with First Heritage at 10 o'clock and then Sky Slope as well. Just thank you all so much for your continued support of Cardinal Title Group and Samson Properties. You continue to recruit and refer your friends to talk to us, and that means a lot to us. Continue to bring your business to Cardinal Title Group means a lot as well. We want to continue to do all these amazing things, these trainings, these offices, everything to help you all succeed. We can do that if you support Cardinal Title Group. We take that money, we pour it right back into making Samson as great as it can be. Big weekend for the Samson family. I know I always like to update you guys on what's going on with us. We unfortunately lost the region championship on Tuesday night. Tough one to Riverside, but we did advance to the state tournament. So Friday, here today, you're watching this. I'm on the way down to Roanoke. Our girls are playing the state quarterfinals today against Patrick Henry. Hopefully we advance. Next week be the state semifinals and state finals. We also have a big day in the Samson family tomorrow. My daughter Ava is turning 18 years old tomorrow, so it's her birthday and her graduation party on Saturday, June 1st. So I have an 18-year-old. Yes, that is hard for me to soak in, but we're very proud of Ava. She also won a couple really cool awards. She'll be very embarrassed, but she won the Marketing Scholarship and the Athletic Boosters Club Athlete of the Year, Female Athlete of the Year this week, and some awards. So very proud of Ava. She's, I guess I can't call her my kid anymore. She's a grown woman. She turns 18 tomorrow, I guess, technically, right? But big weekend for us, so we're very blessed and very thankful for all that. But we're thankful for all of you, all of your hard work, your support of Samson and Cardinal. Please continue to keep it on, and we'll see you at all of our classes next week and HQDU on Wednesday in Alexandria. Take care, and we'll see you soon.